Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol VRX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. This one was all over the headlines today, and with the big volume. And now it's actually presented a very interesting setup. So of course it was a bearish day in the sense that the price gapped down. But after the gap down, to give some credit where credit's due, the bulls did a good job of essentially absorbing the continued selling pressure. How do you know they absorbed it? Well, the price just simply went sideways, back and forth the remainder of the day. I mean, if you've traded long enough, then I'm sure you've seen stocks where after the gap down, it pulls one of these numbers and it just keeps on bleeding and keeps on bleeding. But that was not the case here. Actually went sideways. Now, don't get me wrong, just because it went sideways for 1 day, I'm not saying that this is the guaranteed bottom and, by Friday, this thing's going to be up at $15. But from a charting perspective and a quote-unquote storybook perspective, yeah, it's interesting because there's clearly buyers that have stepped in, and right now the buyers seem to be hanging out down here around the $10.55 range, because multiple times today, when the price got right around that area, both there and then, the vicinity right there, the price did indeed hold. Again, does that mean that it's going to continue to hold for sure going forward? There's no such thing as a for sure in the market. But as it stands right now, there's plenty of buyers right there. And then you factor in the final 30 minutes. Again, each of these is 30 minutes. Check out the big volume that came in and then had a very nice green candle that formed. So is this the start of something bigger? Is there a bounce coming? Maybe, but if there is a bounce coming, then the easiest way to measure the health of the bounce is how does it react around levels of resistance. So let's map out a couple potential battlegrounds. First key level of resistance is basically the top part of this little miniature channel that formed today, and that's right there at the $10.90 mark. You can see there, knocked down the price, there, knocked down the price, and basically where the price stopped today. So $10.90, which again is, if you want to look at this as like a little channel that formed, the top portion of the channel. So that'll be initial area of resistance if the bulls can push through there. The next level to keep an eye on is going to be the purple line up there, which is the 50-period simple moving average. I realize that line's way up there, but keyword there being moving average. So as time goes by, that level will slope its way down and get more and more active. So for those of you that have followed VRX, you know that it can make some crazy moves. So maybe this one's setting up for some sort of dead cat bounce. We shall see. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.